Fix your credit, girl, get at it, get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine.
Go get that degree, go girl, focus on me. Unlock potential that you didn't know.
Frig like everyone I know. I just been drinking on the low, mobbing on the low, fucking on the low, smoking on the low. I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low. The furthest thing from perfect, like everyone I know. I just been drinking on the low, mobbing on the low, fucking on the low, smoking on the low. I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low. The furthest thing from perfect, like everyone I know. I just been mobbing on the low. I just been drinking on the low, mobbing on the low, fucking on the low, smoking on the low. I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low. The furthest thing from perfect, like everyone I know. I just been drinking on the low, mobbing on the low, fucking on the low, smoking on the low. I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low. The furthest thing from perfect, like everyone I know. I just been drinking on the low, mobbing on the low, fucking on the low, smoking on the low. I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low. The furthest thing from perfect, like everyone I know. I just
All right, y'all. I done made it in the beeping bucket. What's the car behind me? I'm on my way to go drop off a couple of plates over to this homeless lady that I met. And I did make a video about the night that I met this homeless couple and some of their friends. I had got real tipsy one night and I had got mad at Joy and my kids. And I can't even remember why I got mad at them. But I had just dropped them off at home and burnt off on them. Didn't even get out the car. And it couldn't have been that major because I can't even remember why I was mad at them. But I was talking shit. And then I just left. And then I went to the gas station. I was going to the gas station to get me a Black and Mild. And when I went to the gas station, the homeless people was out there with a little puppy. And I guess I had took to her because she was taking care of a puppy. And she had left the puppy outside while she went in to get a cup of ice. And me being me, tipsy and being extra friendly because I'm tipsy, and she got the puppy. And I was like, I'll watch him. You need a babysitter? I'll babysit. And so I sat outside on the ground with the puppy while she went in the store. And that's all it took. When she came back, I wound up staying out there till some more of her friends came out there. They was homeless too. And I just stayed there. Her boyfriend wound up walking up. And I could tell that, you know, they do drugs and stuff like that. But, child, I don't care about none of that. And so I wound up staying on the ground talking to them, sitting outside of the Circle K store. And they up on side the store on the cement, Indian style. We all was in a circle talking about life and spirituality. And I mean, they was so smart and intelligent. They knew what was going on in the news. They knew everything. They know about spirituality. They was talking about manifestation. You know, they was just saying that, you know, they family don't believe in them. And, you know, it's a lot entails with these people that be on the street. And that's why my heart goes out to them. And that's why I feel like a part of my ministry is to make sure I do whatever I can for people that are less fortunate, you know. And even though sometimes they do have money to stay in hotels because they be selling stuff on the street or whatever, then she'll go and stay in a hotel, her and her boyfriend with the dog. But I'm excited to see if she still had a dog, and I hope he's still living. I hope he's still okay, because she had, and then when her friends came, you know, they see they friends, they other homeless friends on a daily. And so one of the friends was a Mexican guy, and he was so sweet, and he had came up and he was like, oh, I could tell you've been taking care of this baby, because he was saying that the dog, you could tell the dog was recovering from like mange, and you know, he probably was starving. She probably found him on side the road like she is, and she just took him in as her little baby. She started feeding him. She had a little backpack with his leash, and you know, on the cool, they really stealing that stuff out the store or whatever, but to each his own. At the end of the day, baby, at the end of the day, look, Clarissa and Louise don't judge nobody for what they do. I cannot be judged because I'm flawed and I'm not perfect and I have a past. And so, you know, all we can do is continue to pray for people like that and pray that God bless their situation and hope that they, oh, I'll leave this light on, and pray their situation get better. But until any of that happen, it ain't nothing we can do. We just supposed to do what we can do for them. And so that's why I make sure I do my part for people that I see in need and less fortunate. Even though I don't have a lot to give, I give what I can, whatever God has blessed me with to give. And I don't be looking for nothing in return from God or nobody else. Okay, I've decided on some Grey Goose, y'all. I hadn't had, every now and then I like to go old school. Because I used to be on clear vodka a lot, like Grey Gooses and Seagrams and stuff back in the day in my early 20s. So every now and then I get in the mood. Cranberry grape, that'll work. Where I want to drink something I used to drink back in the day. Okay, I just texted her and told her I'm on my way. I was just glad that she even had a phone, because that night that we was talking to 1 a.m. in the morning, I had asked, did any of them have phones? She gave me her phone number, and the Hispanic guy gave me his phone number. And when I called the next week to try to check on him, his phone was off. And, you know, I had to understand that, because even though they may have phones, because they are, you know, living wherever they can at the time, they probably, you know, don't always have the money to pay the phone bill. So I was like, okay, can't check on him. And so I haven't heard from him at all since then. But luckily, the lady that I had been talking to, she had her phone, and her phone was on, because she ended up texting me the very next day that I was sitting out there. She texted me the very next day and thanked me for sitting out there to talk to him. She told me she enjoyed our conversation, and told me to keep in touch. And I told her I sure will. And I had her number locked in, and I told her that I was gonna start cooking for them and you know, texting and calling her and seeing where they was at, and making sure I bring them some food when we had extra leftovers and stuff like that. And I kept my word. I surely did. I don't know, y'all. I feel I have been doing this for years, especially ever since I have had my food service business, where I started selling plates out of my apartment and going to different businesses around my area and selling $10 plates. That's how I started my food service business. I had got my income tax one year, and I had just literally, phone fell. I had just literally sat and had my income tax one year, and I was like, I had just started asking myself. I sat in my living room and I literally just started asking myself, what is it that I'm passionate about? What is it that I feel like I can do to make money from, but feel like I'm not working? Well, my phone gonna keep on falling. Y'all know I don't see good at night, so I'm trying to let everybody go so I can get out here in this lane. I got my glasses on. And I hope she don't stand me up. That's another thing. You know, sometimes when you're dealing with, you know, people like this, they be kind of fickle. And, you know, one minute they say they here, one minute they say they need this. And then, because that has happened to us with another lady that my daughter had seen coming home. And she was on her period and needed some pads and stuff. And my daughter had I had wound up letting her go in my closet and pick a whole bunch of stuff for her. And by the time my daughter got back down to the store to where she saw her at, she was gone. And then the next time my daughter seen her, and she was like, hey, I had came back looking for you. My mom had gave you like 3 trash bags of clothes, and we had pads and tampons for you. And my daughter said she didn't even remember her, and she could tell her eyes was rolling and dilated, so she knew she was high off something. So she ain't even bother with trying to make her remember her or whatever. So we wound up giving that bunch of stuff to somebody else on side of the road. And actually it was a man, but he said that he had some women he knew in the same situation as him, and he took them anyway and just said he'll give it to the women that he knew. So I was like, okay, you know, whatever you want to do with it. I was telling y'all the story about how I manifested and started my catering business. And it was in 2016. I was literally trying to think about how to spend my income tax money, because I knew I didn't want to mess it off. I knew that I'm supposed to be doing something that was bigger than me working my 8 to 5 job and just living check to check and barely making ends meet with me and my kids, because I've always been a single parent. And so that's when I came up and I was asking myself, I was like, what is it that I love doing that would not feel like work? But if I treated it as a job, it could make me money, but I would never get tired of doing it. And it didn't take me long to realize that it was cooking, because I always helped my grandma in the kitchen when I was growing up. My granny Louise, I'm named after her. My middle name is Louise, and her middle name is Louise. And so that's why my catering business, my food service business, is named after me and my grandmother, Louise's Country Kitchen, because we from the country. I grew up in the country at her little shotgun house that my mama and all my uncles and aunties was raised in and born in. My grandmother had 14 kids, 4 sets of twins. That's why I had twins. My first pregnancy, I got my hand on the steering wheel, y'all, I'm sorry. But that's why I had twins, because my granny had 4 sets. So twins running all up and through my blood, my genes, you hear me? That's why I be telling Joy, you better be sure. Joy talking about she want me to be the one who had a baby. First of all, I'm finna be 37, so we need to be working on that in the next couple of years. Second of all, if we are gonna be working on making a baby, I need Joy to be absolutely clear and for sure that she doesn't want to carry, because she has to understand that twins do run in my family, and I can potentially have twins again. My second pregnancy was not twins, but Joy gonna have to understand that I can potentially have twins again if we get pregnant, and she don't want twins. So that means she might need to be the one to carry, even though she don't want to. I'm trying to talk her into carrying. So, but yeah, that's how I started my business in 2016. I knew I wanted more. I knew that I had to do something. I started selling plates at the barbershops, hair salon, tire shops, all around my apartment for $10. I went and gave a few people that worked there some free plates so that they could see the quality of my food and see if they even will want their customers, or even if they would want to buy my food. And first plate they all had, they was waiting on me to come back the next Saturday and the next Saturday. Then I started making menus and giving them my phone number for call-ins, and I did that for a couple of years. And then I got my first catering for a wedding about a year after that. And I mean, and then the rest is where we at right now. I got the food trailer last year, sold the food trailer last year, just purchased a big step van that's actually drivable. It's not a trailer to haul. I'm actually going to be able to drive this truck. I just bought that old step van that's still running, Chevy step van still running. It's all mine. I was leasing the trailer, but I wound up selling the trailer to another family, let them take over the lease. They gave me a down payment. That's squashed. They almost done with that, and that trailer is going to be theirs. So they paying the lease to the people that I was supposed to pay. And yeah, here we are with a Chevy step van, old Chevy step van that I still need to show y'all and do a video on. I bought it as is. It needs a lot of work to it, and it needs all of the kitchen equipment put in it. Child, my gas light on. I hate stopping to get gas. It needs all the kitchen equipment put in it, y'all. So that is my ultimate goal right now, starting the first of the year. So I've been just focused on trying to get these kids they school clothes and everything they need for school. Then we got all these holidays and stuff coming up. Ain't no telling what we gonna be doing. That's gonna take money. So I'm just saying, first of the year, I feel like I will actually be able to settle down, revamp my budget. The girls' wardrobes will be built for school because they've been out of school and been online for 2 years due to the pandemic, and now they finally back in school. And I'll be able to revamp my budget and start putting money to the side to slowly start buying my equipment for my food truck. So currently right now, I'm just paying the storage fee. It's sitting in storage, just waiting on me, and it's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly content with that because I know God didn't make a way for me to get that Chevy step van to not make a way for me to put everything I need in it. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing these stories about this food truck because I can't believe I manifested it so fast. Like, I literally manifested it in a matter of maybe like 6 to 8 months. I manifested this step van, got it for a good price, didn't even find it in Houston. Found it on Facebook for somebody that lived almost 5 hours away and had to have it transported here. Thank God I didn't get scammed because we never drove the 5 hours to go test drive it and look at it. We did everything remotely. We handled all the business. She mailed me the title, sent me the keys with the title, showed me on video that it drive, showed us up under the hood, like everything we did on FaceTime and remote. And I had it transported here to me. And now it's mine. Got the title to it. That's why I don't like coming outside. I ain't even dressed, so let me not even say that. But y'all know people. I'm at the new gas station now. Finally getting gas in the car, honey. My gas light was on, y'all. So I get in the store where I was at when I stopped the camera this last time, pay for gas, get to the pump, and then the pump starts saying go inside for a refund. I'm like, I don't want a refund, I want my gas. So I go in and she's like, I'm sorry, something happened with the pumps, we're gonna have to give you a refund. So I had to try to I literally had to push it down here with my gas light on to the next gas station. And then this one got all these little men up here. And I come outside, here go one on the bike. How you doing, miss? I'm fine, baby. You on the bike. Ugh. Can't do nothing with you on the bike. I can't do nothing with you anyway. I'm in a relationship. But anyway. Oh, but I hope this lady really don't stand me up so I can give her the place. But if she do and I can't find them, that it'll be somebody out there in that same area, probably at that same store that I sit out there and talk to them at, that I can get these 3 plates to. So I'm not tripping. It'll be somebody out here on the road that I can get these plates to, and I can do my good deed for the night and truck it back home. So we got gas. Now we back on the road. Okay, guys, I have called her. She's not answering. I'm texting her. She's not responding. And she had already texted me and said that even if she's not there, her son is in the hotel room that is there. But where she's telling me she's at, I can't recall. I mean, it is like a motel right there, but it's not right exactly where. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to find her, but they do be on the street and stuff up here, so I don't know, we'll see. But to totally be transparent, I don't know why my spirit feel kind of eerie tonight with me out here doing this, and normally I don't feel like this. It's like, I don't don't know. It's 9 o'clock. It's literally 8:58. I know it's kind of late to be trying to go take place to somebody, but she literally just responded to me from my text messages last night because I had went on my story. No, I mean, I had came on my shorts on here on YouTube and had, you know, told y'all that she had texted me yesterday for food, but it was already late. So I told her I would come today. And so, and then she just now texted me. I didn't worry about going no earlier than this because she literally just now texting me. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling that way just because my anxiety probably is a little bit out of whack because I'm out here at 9 o'clock by myself on a Wednesday. And I don't know why my anxiety would be out of whack because of that. I'm a big girl. I'm grown. I don't know, and it may be because I'm used to being at home on a Wednesday, on a weekday like this at 9 o'clock. I don't have nowhere to be at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday. I normally clock out for work from the computer, have me a glass of wine, go sit at the pool, or do some house chores, or get in the bed and watch YouTube, or watch Netflix, or watch Hulu. And that one of those things is what I will be doing tonight during this weekday. So maybe my spirit is just a little off because this is not my norm. We're gonna say that. I didn't bring the strap with me because I didn't feel like I needed to. So it's just me. But it's all good. I think I'm just in my head a little bit because I'm normally at home. So it's all good. I know y'all like, that bit crazy. That bit crazy. Alright, so I made it back home. They did stand me up. They was not out there what she said they was, unless I was looking at the wrong. It don't even matter if I was looking at the wrong place because she has been texting me. So the fact that she didn't answer her phone or respond to the text messages mean that they was already probably out and about on their level and wasn't trying to get the food, even though she texted for it today. So luckily, I was on the side of town where one of our favorite seafood places is to get boiled seafood for a good price. So why not? I got me some shrimp and some butter sauce. So I'm finna get out this bodysuit and get out these clothes and this bra period. Get in my bed with my plate of shrimp. And I'm going to bed. And then so first of all, I took a shower with my patch on. So if you guys ever get the vitamin patch that I'll be using, it's not waterproof, but I took a shower. It's not like I soaked it and just ran all the water on it, but it did get wet. It did get soap on it. And I wanted to see if it was going to hold up. And it did. It's still on there. So the vitamin patch can take a little bit of water, which is good because sometimes I put it on and then I be needing to take a shower. And then sometimes I get in the shower and just not wet this part. But today I accidentally got it wet and I didn't know if it was going to fall off or not. But that's the end of the vlog. Time for you, girl, to get in the bed and everything I need to do tomorrow to prepare for my friends to get here. Straighten up the living room, finish hanging clothes and stuff up and putting stuff up that's in the living room on the couch and on the floor. That will be done tomorrow because they flight don't leave till 5, which means they're not going to get here till about 7 something Central Time. So I got time to get that taken care of. And I got to go get a pedicure in the morning. Got a pedicure in the morning, finish straightening up the living room and putting stuff up, and cook their meal for their dinner. I'll have it all done tomorrow because I'm Superwoman. With that being said, guys, let those lights shine bright because we all are jewels in God's eyesight. Bye, jewels.
It's time to boss up. Fix your credit, girl. Get at it. Get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine.
Go get that degree, go girl, focus on me. Unlock potential that you didn't know.